Greetings, everyone. This is King B with another video. Hope you're all doing well. You're safe. You and your loved ones are safe. So, in this video, I've been thinking about what they call the Earth, right? Some say it's round. Some say it's shaped more like a donut with the hole in the middle. Some say it's a simulation. Some say it's flat, and there are plenty of debates on that, on the shape of this, what they call a planet. My thoughts on this is this is a realm, and in this realm you have other realms. You have multiple realms inside of this one realm. Okay, kind of reminds me of a labyrinth. All right, and so in this realm, imagine a place with multiple doors. You can go into any door you choose to walk into. You're just gonna end up in another realm inside of this one realm, right? So imagine multiple doors, and in the center you have how can I describe it? Because I've actually seen this. This is not something I've read in a book. This is not something. No, this is what I was shown. Okay, and I'll describe what I was able to see, or what I was shown, and what I saw was, I'm above this. I'm looking down, and I see people running around, kind of like what they call the human race, or the rat race. People just living their day to day, trying to survive, working, doing whatever. But there's traps. There's traps. There's pitfalls. There's traps set out. And people are scrambling. Some people trying to avoid these traps. Others are just going along, running along. Some are trying to get to these doors. There are multiple doors, and some are trying to get to these doors and get out, but they're just going. When they reach a door, and they go through that door, they just end up just in another realm that is just in this realm, right? So the question is this: how do you get out? How do you get out? Right? How do you get out of here? That's the question. And it's something that I have been thinking about. Do you just continually just keep running this race and trying to get to a door, hoping that door be the door to where you get out of here? Or what do? What's the solution? I often talk about in my videos, you hear me say, for those of you who watch my videos, you hear me say quite often, you hear me talk about going within. Going within. It is very, very important to shut off all the outside noise and go within yourself. Go within yourself. Be still. Right? Be still. Okay? And go within yourself. All right? Stop looking outside of yourself for the answers you seek. For those of you who are ready, for those of you, my messages, my videos, my message is going to reach those who are supposed to hear it. I'm not concerned with anything else. My messages, my videos are going to reach those who are supposed to reach. And I know this. So again, you have to go within. The way out is within. You got to go within yourself to get out. At some point, at some point, you're going to have to let go. Let go. Let go of everything. You're going to have to let go. You're going to have to let go. But as long as you're holding on to anything in this system, you are going to remain in this system. Don't let anybody fool you. Right? This is the truth. But there's levels. There's levels. And not everybody is ready for that. Not everybody's ready for that. Letting go of everything. Not everybody can just do that. Okay? They're tied to something. They want to remain tied to whatever they're tied to in this system. Schools, finishing school, or going back to school and getting a degree, or getting a job, or getting a working for that promotion that they've been dreaming of, that they want to achieve. There's something they want to do. There's something they want to achieve. They have goals. People have goals in this life, what they call life, in this system, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because that's just on a level, on one level. Okay. Again, there's multiple levels depending on where you are in this race. Remember, I mentioned about this place, this realm, these realms within the realm. I mentioned my vision, what I was shown. Okay, people going about running around, what they call the rat race. Some trying to avoid it and get to a door and get out, but just find yourself just going through a door, but ended up right in another realm, in another place. Okay. So again, it's okay for those who have goals. That's just where they are on their journey within this race. They're not ready for what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying will sound crazy, off the wall to them, to a lot of people. What are you talking about? Let go of everything. But yes, they're going to come a point where you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to, if you want it, you're going to have to let go of everything. Right? Of everything. Okay? You got to let go of everything that have anything to do with this system, this current system. You're going to have to let it go. And not many can do that. You got a lot of knowledgeable people out there, people who study, people who do the research, they do the work, they give good information, but they are still tied to something that's in this system. So they're still bound, whether they realize it or not. As long as you're holding on to anything that's in this current system, you are bound to this system. It doesn't matter how knowledgeable you are. It doesn't matter how you know where you think you are, spirit-wise. As long as you are still tied to something or holding on to something in this current system, you're bound to this system. You want to get out, you have to let go of everything. You got to let go of everything that have anything to do with this system. And not many are prepared for that. Most are not prepared for what I'm talking about. Because it's not easy. And you know what? It's not supposed to be easy. This is a different video for me. It really is. Because again, I'm speaking about something that may sound weird. That's going to sound weird to most of you. All right. But again, I'm King B, but I'm also more than King B. You know, I'm a realm walker. I astral travel. I just don't talk about it a lot, but I'm sharing something that I've seen, that I was shown a long time ago, you know, and I'm choosing to talk about it now. But again, the way out, the true way out, is going within. You got to go within yourself. You got to go in order to get out. But if you're holding on to anything that is in this, have anything to do with this society, you're gonna remain bound. That's just the truth. And that's all I got for y'all. I hope everyone is safe out there. You know, just keep living your life, doing what you can. You are where you are currently is meant for you to be there. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Keep running your race. Run at your pace. It's okay. Keep running at your pace, right? It's not meant for you to run someone else's race. You run your race and just do the best you can. All right? And love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. Protect the babies, protect the children, protect the women. Look out for each other. Let's cover each other's backs out there and just stay aware and be alert. There's a lot going on, right? But also, while being aware and being alert, try to distance yourself sometime, or take a break from all the noise. Because the most important thing you can do for yourself is to go in your quiet place and go within yourself. Right? Do the real work. Okay? So I'm King B. I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.